Yo, what's up? This your boy Water Beats. You turning the up the speed. Right now, I got my homie Full Zip, man. What's up, Full Zip? How you doing?
Hey man, what's going on, Buddha? What's the word?
Hey, man, what you working on? I see you over there cooking up. What you cooking up over there?
Actually, man, just some old work, just revamping it, building. So I've been seeking the knowledge of mixing and engineering my own music. So that's really the goal. Trying to get all this old music cleaned up right now tonight.
So, exactly who is Full Zip? Like, what do you do?
Man, Boy Zip is a musician. When I was younger, I used to think I was a rapper or a singer or just one thing. I always tried to pinpoint it as something that I could put myself in and title myself. But as I grow, I just learned that I'm a musician, got a lot of know-how, got a lot of like foresight on what's to come musically. I just feel like I've seen everything. I'm like not I know it all, but I'm very gifted with this thing. I take my craft seriously. I love it. Without pay, with pay, it's just something that's in me, and I want to just share my talent with the world. So that's me.
So, what inspired you to, just start getting into the music field?
Uh, I know it's probably gonna sound cheesy though, but Usher was my idol growing up.
That's unique.
Yeah, just I always loved to dance and sing. That was just my thing. While everybody else was going out doing other things, I was on the porch, McCain and Baker, on the step, man, just dancing and singing, learning steps, and I was just so fascinated with R&B growing up. And once I got older, my voice changed. It got deep, so I wanted to rap just because I wanted to change my form of expression. So I got good with words. My cousin taught me how to rap. My cousin just inspired me a lot. My cousin Brandon, and I had a cousin named Taz. They showed me how to put words together, and then after that, living in Philly, just showed me how to. Everybody up there was rappers, like from your local rappers to your classmates. Everybody had bars, so just made me want to rap and contribute my style to it because I had a style. So that's all, you know.
So, what's the story behind your name, Full Zip? Like, where did that come from?
Oh man. Uh, well, it was a lot of. My name was originally double S back in the day. It stood for Simply Sick. Then it went from 40. I don't even know where it came from. It's just something that I adopted, and then I just know like I had my name 40 for a long time. Like my name was back when the dude 40 from Dipset was popping. You remember
Yeah.
40? Right. So I had 40 back when E40 had to tell me when to go and all of that. So 4Zip is the same thing as 40, is just zip stand for zero. I just wanted to be like really different from everybody that was out at the time. And 4Zip's just stuck. You know what I mean? I think it's a cool name. And then without even noticing, is only one person name that's similar to that in hip hop, and that's Tupac.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? One number, three letters.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like without even trying to do that, that's what happened. So I said I'm keeping this. That's hard. You know what I'm saying?
So,
Yeah, for it's cool.
can you tell us your creative process? Like, what gets you in the mode to just create music?
All right, I give you two processes because it's two versions of my process. Um, Sometimes I just go in there and cook with nothing involved. Just I'm feeling it. That's what it's going to be. Sometimes, and let me put a disclaimer out there because I don't want anybody to take my method and make it seem like it's their method or I'm giving you advice on how to do things. I'm just telling you what mines are. So, I smoke a lot and I, might take a little shot or two and I go in there and I might listen to samples or I might, think of a rap because I am an artist. So I think of a flow or something like that and put a beat to it. I like to make the beat first and go into it and just try to like make the beat my roadmap, and my raps is the car. Get what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I like to do. I like to make the roadmap and drive through it with my raps and try to make it a cool course to travel through. So that's kind of that's how I do it, you know.
So how do you stay current with today's music?
I don't. I feel like I am I always been current. It's me. You feel what I'm saying? Like I could let somebody hear something that I had 5 years ago and they would be like, when did you put this out? Like, is it recent? I'm like, nah. I don't want current music. I want timeless music. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's the whole thing. Cause right now you can have a song that's gonna last 6 months or 3 months, and then when the trend change, where are you gonna be at? So I want music to always last. I want my music to last next year if I drop it this year. You feel me? So I ain't worrying about what they got going on right now, because I know when I press play, it don't matter when I made it. You gonna love it. That's the whole goal. You feel me? It ain't, you know, I know Juvenile dropped something for the 99 to 2000, but it was so hard that it lasts right now.
Right,
you know what
definitely.
I'm saying? So that's my whole point. You feel me? He let y'all know he was taking over for the 99. That shit almost 30 years ago. Every time you hear it, that is a pandemonium. You feel me? So in other songs, I'm an artist, and like I said, I'm a musician. So I will give a perfect example to another person that's not a rapper. Anita Baker, man. When you hear that Sweet Love, or when you hear that motherfucking Always and Forever by Heat Wave, that should do something to your spirit, man. You feel what I'm saying? And that shit was released before I was born. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like your music gotta make a person feel. No matter what year we in, you have to feel this. You know what I mean? So I just want, you know, I'm not a conscious rapper or anything of that nature. It's just more so of the beat, the flow, the melody, what I'm giving to you. I just want you to feel it.
So so growing up, who would you say is one of your biggest influence of an artist?
It would be
that kind of developed your style.
Yeah. Usher, 50 Cent, Lil Wayne, T.I. If anybody knew, I would, you know, I appreciate what Gunna does as far as what he contributes to hip hop. Everything else that he got going on, I have no opinion about nor give a damn about, because it ain't got nothing to do with the microphone. So what he puts on a microphone is, if I could say anybody current, you know, if I wanted to sit next to anybody as far as style inventors or a person of that nature, I would say him. Gunna is very, very, I watch him a lot. I wouldn't say I take a lot from him, because I try to be unique myself, but you know, I like his style a lot. When I was growing up, I looked at Tupac a lot, not for what, not as a idol example, but just a person, a model MC. Like, he had the personality, he had the women, he had the jewelry, he had common sense, he was rowdy, he was like the all-around artist. You get what I'm saying? So,
right.
Yeah, I my eyes was always on the real things. It wasn't always on the trendy things or the colorful things at the time, even when I was young. So listening to Biggie, listening to Jay-Z, early Jermaine Dupri and his production, and just Neptunes and Pharrell and Kanye West, and you know, I try to stick to the real thing, you know.
Right. So what would you say your style is?
My style is it's like a catch-22 to people, because people know me and people know I live a real life. But my music, to sum it up, is a piece of me, but it's a lot of imagination. It's a lot of where I would like to be in my life. You know what I mean? I think music is manifestation. You know what I mean? So if you notice how a lot of these drill rappers and a lot of people speak on violence and they in jail or they wind up dead, things of that nature, this is because your tongue is powerful. So if I'm speaking on balling, if I'm speaking on living this life that I want for myself or making a life that I want for myself, if I'm completing these words with action, eventually it will happen for me. So I like to speak on things that I want in my life. You know, I speak on some of my experiences, but I like to speak a lot of things into fruition. I only like to rap about things I might have been involved with, things I've seen in my eyes, or things that I've been able to touch, or things that's been around me that I've say I can experience or I experienced through third party. So a lot of my raps is like I like being flashy, man. I'm flashy with the flow. I'm flashy with the beats. I'm flashy with how I kick it. It's just like I see the end goal for myself, man. I'm gonna be like retarded rich off this shit. So like that's my thing. Like I'm like Kanye West before Kanye West was rich. Like I'm real hungry for this shit.
Okay.
Like hours in the studio. And I feel like when it pay off, you got the right to act a fucking idiot if you want to. You know what I mean? You could buy a fucking iced out midget and put it on your neck if you want to. Because you did this shit. You done worked hard for this shit. Like people might look at it as arrogance or however they want to look at it, but if I didn't grind it hard when nobody believed in me and I had to keep picking myself up off the ground, when I make it or when I do what I said I was going to do, you can't tell me how to celebrate. You know what I mean? So I make celebration music because I'm celebrating before the touchdown, if that's what you call it.
So what would you say was like some great advice that you might have came across of, or like a friend might have told you that just stuck with you and you use it for motivation?
Never compare your success with others. Never not have patience with your dream, but chase it as well. You know what I mean? You have to chase it at all times. Don't ever get relaxed with this shit, but have patience, because a lot of things that's worth having do not happen overnight. So at the end of the day, you might have a hit record, you might feel like you got the tools, but there's a lot of people out here chasing the same dream. So you have to bust your ass for this shit. And ain't no telling when God ready to let you get your blessing. You just have to have open arms for it when it comes, and sharpen up your sword so when it's time to battle, you can cut. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want no dual sword when it's time for battle, because that's your fault when that time comes, because you should have been ready. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got to get ready. You don't doubt yourself because it's not happening in that time. You just keep sharpening your sword, so when your name get called, you had to sharpen shit ready in that field. You cutting shit left and right because you already knew this time was coming. You just ain't no win, but you was practicing. You was busting your ass getting ready. So when you speeds away on niggas, because for one, they didn't even think you was getting here. You knew you was getting here. And since you here, you about to show your ass now. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't fucking with no rookie. They think you're a rookie. You ain't no rookie though. You feel what I'm saying?
What would you say the most challenging thing about being yourself?
Moving forward. I lost my child last year. So moving forward is the hardest thing to do for me at this moment, because it's like that was my motivation for change. I was a wild guy before my daughter came. You feel what I'm saying? So I changed my life and focused on music solely and being a father. So when that got stripped from me, you know, I know the Lord got his own plans and things. So I don't really try to be mad. And I know I ain't the only one that ever lost a child. So I don't never really try to put the spotlight on me. But that shit hurt because I loved her. You know what I mean? That was my daughter. She was 5 years old. She passed away from an asthma attack. So to go through that and still try to chase a dream and wake up, try to smile, and knowing that your daughter ain't around to give you a hug or dance with you or play a prank with you, do anything like that you used to. It's kind of hard getting used to, but at the end of the day, I know what she would want for me. I know she would want me to try and carry on, but it's hard to do that. So I'm just leaning on faith and God and myself, because I know I done been through some shit already, and I know that ain't the end of me going through things. So I try to just keep my chin up, and try to make the best music possible that I can make, because I know she can still hear me from heaven.
Yeah, man. I definitely feel you on that, man. I got 2 kids myself, so man, I look at you as inspiration. Like your spirit just speaks so much value. Like I told you that the first time I spoke to you, for real. You feel me? And I just want to say, yeah, man, she definitely with you. She definitely with you.
For sure.
So, what would you say is the best part about being an artist?
The best part about being an artist is putting out that original sound that people want to copy. Like, so say if you, like, I'll just give for instance, like the Migos, when they first came out, everybody was hating or had an opinion about their sound. And then a year later, the whole industry was using it for a hit record. So coming from, yo, we trying to get on, or we please play our record in a strip club, or we only known in Atlanta that damn Drake want to hop on our record. Damn, we got a record with Drake and he using our flow. You know what I mean? Like, just as an artist, man, for that feeling, I don't know them personally or anything, but if they artists like me, to know that you went through that for the first time is amazing. You know what I mean? Like, just to feel that, or just to achieve new heights with your wordplay, and that's all it is. A good beat, your wordplay, and people feeling you, and you moving through the ranks with this shit. That's really the greatest feeling I feel like an artist could have, being creative and watching it pay off.
So, what do you have any shows coming up? Any albums dropping?
Oh man, I got a little tape I'm producing for myself. I don't know what it's called, but I know it's coming out in June, because my daughter was born in June, so it's like I owe it to her.
Oh,
It's
man.
not like no songs on there for her, nothing like that. It's just, I know by the time my birthday come, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't want me to be fucking around. She'd be 7 years old, so she was always opinionated when she was young. Like, she'd be always rapping my music and asking me when I was gonna do this or that, third. So I just feel like I can't play. So by June, I'll definitely have something out. I'll have a name for it and all that by the beginning of May, so everybody expect some shit. But I feel like just with enough pressure, man, I got what it take to get the fuck out of here. I ain't your average artist, not your average producer. I got my own style. I give niggas styles. I write for niggas. I do shit. Like, I could create an artist in 7 minutes, literally. Give you the beat, give you the hook, the whole rap. I do this shit while I'm snoring. So if I really start rapping and doing what I need to do, because it's not gonna come to you if you're not working. If you ever see this interview, anybody, if you're looking, it's not gonna come to you if you ain't working. You could be the nicest nigga in your living room. You could be the nicest nigga on your block. You could be the nicest nigga your friends know. But if you're not putting it out there for the world to judge, or if you're scared to take that next step, you're gonna be the hottest nigga you know. So just do what you need to do so you can get out there, and just stop letting fear be the reason, or doubt be the reason, or anything be the reason that you don't see the end goal of your dream, because you the only one stopping you with the bullshit. So that's anybody that see this, I just wanted to let y'all say that, because I say that to myself as I say that to y'all. So yeah, I got what it takes to crush everything, but don't nobody know that, because I'm bullshitting. So I gotta stop that. I gotta stop procrastinating and stop overthinking and just put out the music, because everybody not gonna like your shit. You know what I mean? So just focus on the people that do like your shit, and you'll be all right.
So, man, look, I know you want to get back to cooking up. I'm gonna ask you one last question. We just gonna wrap it up from there. What's the most important lesson you learned in your career?
Don't ever assume that people on the same page as you with this shit. You know, let your actions and fuck the words that people tell you. Let the actions that they show you be a judgment of their character. Because people can talk a good game, people could lead you somewhere, or they could lead you in a circle, and people will make it look nice. So you don't even know where you're going. You just cool with the journey because it's looking nice, but you end up nowhere. So don't never assume. Always take your career into your own hands. Do not let a person just tell you some cool shit, and like I said, it sound good to you, so you just moving along with it. Time waits for no man. So when you get opportunities, take them. Take a risk. Sometimes you never know where it leads to. Take a good risk, not no stupid shit. We talking about chances on dreams and shit. So if you really feel it, if it's in your gut, take that dream, spend that last dollar, do what you got to do to make it happen for yourself. So I could talk and give advice all day because I feel like I got a lot of answers for shit. But
Hey, we gonna do a part two. We gonna keep this going, man.
Indeed. So yeah, I appreciate you for letting me on your platform anyway, man. If y'all don't follow me on Instagram and TikTok and shit. 4Zip, 4ZIP. You know what I mean? That's it.
It's your boy Woo Beats. You turning up the speed. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Shouts out to 4Zip for joining the podcast. On to next time. See y'all later, man.
Alrighty, bro.